Hey guys, it's Aislinn, and in today's video, we're going to be trying some new colors from Xmondo. So they released a limited edition Zodiac color line. So there's 4 new colors. The first one is Earth Green, then we have Air Gray, then we have Water Blue, and the last color is Fire Red. So we have the 4 like Zodiac elements. I am an Earth sign. These do have bond enforcing like built into them, so you're going to get like a treatment while you dye your hair. Some of the colors looked very familiar to me, so I actually went ahead and purchased all of the colors that I thought would be similar, so we can see if there is any difference in the colors. We'll see when we swatch them if there's a difference when we rinse them out, but let me show you these. So this is Super Blue, and then this is Water Blue. Okay, really not much different, maybe a little difference, but they look very, very similar. So I wanted to get all of the colors that already exist that resemble these ones to see if there is a difference or it's just like new packaging. Here is Super Green and then the Earth Green. These ones, you can definitely tell a difference. The Super Green has more of a like bluish undertone. This one is like a lighter version of this one. So the undertones actually look pretty similar. This one just looks a little bit lighter, but we're gonna swatch them and see. So for the Air Gray and Slate Gray, these ones also are just a tiny bit different with the undertones, but again, look pretty similar. Then we have Super Red and Fire Red. Again, these ones look very, very similar. They both have a very similar undertone to them. So we're gonna swatch them all, see what they look like, and see if there is a big difference between them. So it says the key ingredients are Bond Booster, which supports healthy hair strands by visibly strengthening the hair and reducing the appearance of damage. It also has hyaluronic acid. It locks in water molecules to allow hair fibers to retain and seal in moisture. It also has a plant-based protein in it, which promotes visibly stronger hair strands while enhancing natural shine. They're also vegan and cruelty-free. So you can get all 4 colors in a bundle, and it retails for $105. Or if you just wanted one color, it retails for $29 for one color, which is pretty steep. If you're going to purchase anything from XMONDO Hair or XMONDO Color, definitely find a coupon code to use. I do have a coupon code. I'll put it on screen for you guys. When I purchase my hair care and my hair color, I definitely use my own coupon code to save myself some money. So $29, but then that's without the coupon code. And then if you wanted all 4 new colors, it's $105 before the coupon code. Let me set up my second camera angle and we will start swatching and see the new colors and see if there's any difference between those and some of the old colors. Here are the swatches. I'm gonna go ahead and apply all of the new shades first, and then we're gonna apply the ones that already exist over here, and then we'll compare them once we have them rinsed off. We're gonna go in with the first shade, which is that Air Gray. All right, here we go. Definitely is a purple undertoned gray color, which his Slate Gray also has a purple undertone. And honestly, if I'm going to be dyeing my hair gray or silver, I would definitely rather it have a purple undertone versus blue or green. I feel like a lot of gray dyes have blue and green undertones and then it fades weird, or it just looks straight up blue or green right after you rinse off the color. So I would definitely rather have a little bit of a purple underhue to my hair. Also, having purple as the underhue will help cancel out some of those yellow undertones, so that way when it does fade, it doesn't fade a weird color, it fades to like a really nice blonde. Next shade is the Earth Green. Here we go. See, it definitely has that like bluish aqua undertone, which is the same concept for the Super Green color. That one also has a heavy, heavy bluish undertone. I've heard a lot of people say as the Super Green fades, it does fade a little bit like aqua or blue. So this seems to have that same kind of like tealish undertone to it. Next up is Water Blue. This is the one I'm most excited about trying because these ones look the most similar. The blue and the red look almost identical, so I'm excited to see what these look like swatched. Okay, let's go in. It is a super deep ocean blue. Look how pretty that is. Such a beautiful deep blue color. The last shade in the new colors is the Fire Red. This is the other one I'm really excited to see compared to the Super Red. This is such a gorgeous deep red color. It's almost like a garnet, like super, super dark red. It's vibrant, but it has enough depth to it, and it doesn't seem to have too much of like an orange undertone. It's definitely a beautiful, true red shade. I would even venture to say that this red leans a little bit like more pink with its undertones. One of the main reasons I use Xmondo is because of the smell. It smells so good. You guys always ask like what hair care I use. It's mostly Xmondo because it makes my hair smell so incredible. I just love all the fragrances. And the dye has the same fragrance as the hair care line. So if you're dyeing your hair is gonna smell absolutely amazing. It smells so good. Okay, all the new Zodiac colors are applied. Let's go in with the original colors and see what they look like. I have actually used this slate gray on myself before and I absolutely loved it. Let's go in with the slate color. Again, definitely has that purpley undertone, but it is such a beautiful gray shade. Normally when people ask me what gray they should use on their hair, I recommend this one because first of all, it's really pretty, but it also comes out of the hair very, very easily. Because the Xmondo dyes are like super, super conditioning and thick, they tend to come out of the hair easily when you want them to. Obviously, it's gonna depend on the shade you use. If you're using a dark blue or like a bright red, it might be a little bit more difficult to get out of your hair. But when I did this color, the slate gray, it was really pretty and I literally did like one round of color remover and it came right out of my hair and it wasn't bleach. I didn't use any bleach to remove it. I literally used like a vitamin C treatment or Malibu CPR and it came out of my hair very, very easily. Let's move on to super green. And this is the one that I said has a heavy blue undertone. And look at the lid. Literally around the rim, it looks like it's blue because of the undertone of the dye. Here we go with super green. You guys see, it almost looks like a deep teal color. It's a really pretty color though. Obviously, if you were expecting to get green and you got like blue, it might be a little disappointing, but the color is very, very pretty. All right, let's go in with the super blue next. Look how pretty. It's very, very similar to the other color. I honestly don't see much of a difference between this and the other shade. We'll see what they look like obviously when they're rinsed out, but applying them, I don't really see a difference in undertone or the depth of them. They look very, very similar. The last shade is the super red. Again, looks pretty similar to the other one as far as the depth and everything. All right, I'm gonna let these process at room temperature, rinse using cold water, and I'll be right back so we can see what the colors look like. And then we will also mix up some color remover and apply it on the swatches and see how they come out of the hair. All right, you guys, we are back after letting the color process. Honestly, the results are pretty similar to what I was expecting, so let me show you. All right, here are the results, and honestly, very, very similar to the old colors. I mean, these two reds, these two greens, and these two blues are nearly identical. Now, if you look super, super close, you will see a very, very slight difference between some of the colors. For instance, the super red is a little bit deeper in pigment than the new fire red, but honestly, I mean, they look about the dang same. Here are the two greens. Again, very, very similar. I thought these would be different, but they're really not. They're way more similar than I thought they would be. The old super green is just a little bit duller, and the earth green has a tiny bit more brightness to it, but they are very, very similar. Same thing with the water blue and the super blue. The water blue is a tiny bit darker. If you look really closely, it's just a half a shade darker than the super blue, but they again are very, very similar, almost no different. This is what really, really shocked me. So this is the new air gray, and then this is the old slate gray. So honestly, if you were gonna dye your hair gray, I would recommend mixing these two because obviously the air gray has more of that purple undertone, the slate has more of that blue undertone. Together, I think would be absolutely beautiful. When I separate them and you see them individually, they are really pretty. This is more of like a silver gray. Here is the air gray. It's more neutrally purple color. So I would definitely mix these together if I was gonna use them on myself. So let's go ahead and mix up some color remover and apply it halfway down all of the hair strands. I will say with the red, you guys know, bleach-based color removers rarely get out red. It normally just makes them brighter. So if you're trying to remove red from your hair, I recommend you guys try Color Oops, Color Undo, or also you can try some Color Fix from Argan Oil. Those seem to get the color out of the hair better than bleach. I'm gonna mix up Schwarzkopf color remover and 10 volume, apply it halfway down, and we will see if these come out of the hair. I'm gonna start down here on the gray. Interested to see how these come out of the hair when using like a lightener or like something similar to lightener, because when I did my hair gray, all I used was vitamin C or about Malibu CPR, and it came out no problem. It didn't turn any weird colors or anything. So I am definitely curious to see how these lift out of the hair. Blue and green are also a couple of those difficult colors to get out of the hair. And honestly, I know I've tried the Xmondo colors on myself before, but I cannot for the life of me remember how they came out of the hair or if they stuck in the hair. I can't remember. I would have to go back on my YouTube channel and check. Okay, I'm gonna flip all these over and we'll apply the color remover on the back. These two end swatches over here looking a little bit too much like Christmas. All right, all of the color removers applied. I am seeing this turn lighter and this swatch right here go a little bit more lighter. Other than that, not much is happening. I'm going to let these process 20 to 30 minutes at room temperature, and then I will be right back so we can see if they came out of the hair. We are back after rinsing off the color remover. Let me show you guys the results. All right, here they are. You can see the red did fade a little bit, but again, I recommend a different color remover for reds. The green barely budged at all. I mean, it's a little bit lighter, but barely any, which is kind of surprising. It literally didn't come out of the hair at all. The blue, I am super, super impressed with the blue color. These are such dark blue colors, and for them to come out completely without any problems is super impressive. And if I ever want to dye my hair blue, I'm going to keep this one in mind, because if you can get blue out of the hair this easily, sign me up, baby. I love blue. And then here are the two grays. Both of them came out of the hair very easily. So here are the finished results. Overall, some colors are a little bit different than other ones, but I would say for the red, the green, and the blue, it really just depends on what packaging you like. If you like the Zodiac packaging, then get that color. If you like the old original packaging, get that, because the colors aren't really that different that you would make like a big decision based on just the colors alone. The grays are definitely very different from one another, but those are the only two colors where it's like you're gonna choose either this color or this color, because they are very, very different. Again, if it was me, I would mix the two together. I will leave a link to all Xmondo color in the description down below in case you guys want to go browse the website and look at the colors for yourself. That is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out my Instagram. The link to that is in the description down below. I post way more of my everyday life on there. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.